Well, hello, YouTube Power Hour Squad. Erika here with a brand new interview for you. This week, I had the pleasure of interviewing Isabella Demarko, and we talked about how after being on YouTube for years, she finally had a video go viral that completely changed her life. This is a fantastic interview. I know you're gonna love it. And if you're new here, my name is Erika Vieira. I am a YouTube strategist and coach, having helped nearly 500 women behind the scenes grow their YouTube channel. And on this channel, I interview well-known YouTube female content creators where together we pull back the curtain to reveal what it's really like to be successful on YouTube. So if that sounds like your jam, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of the fantastic interviews I have coming your way. Enjoy the interview. Mwah. Well, hello, Isabella. Welcome to the podcast.
Hello, Erika. Thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm really excited to have you on and for you to share your YouTube journey. So why don't we get started with having you basically share what inspired you to get onto YouTube when you did?
Okay, so I started quite young, but it was so cringy. I've deleted all those videos from them. But it was mainly I felt the need to be heard and seen because I was quite a shy sort of young teenager, and I kind of felt like I wasn't really accepted by my peers. And I always watched YouTube when I was around 11. I used to watch things like Bob's Beauty and the Shaytards, and so I just felt like that was really something I wanted to do, and I felt like I had so much to say and to be heard, and I just wanted to like prove everyone wrong that I was, I had more confidence than people thought I did.
How old were you when you started your channel?
My main channel, I think I was 16 or 17, and then I had like a little silly channel before that, which I started when I was around 14. But yeah.
And then how old are you now?
So quite young. 24.
So have you been on YouTube that whole time? Would you say you've been on YouTube since you were 14 years old?
I'd say so, yeah. I mean, it wasn't really properly YouTube. It was, I'd never show my face like back a long time ago. But like I've been sort of, I guess that's taken me a long time to like get where I am now. But yeah, so a long time.
Wow. So you're 24 now. So you would say you had that one channel at 14, but then you started another channel at 16 and 17. At what point would you say you've been consistent with your channel?
Actually, only a year ago, like literally last year. I kind of was taking it seriously a couple years before that, but then I went to university. So university kind of took my priority, and I was like, getting into the social life of it. So it really slowed down. I would say my channel became pretty stagnant then. And then once I graduated, I made a video that went viral. And since that video, I actually started consistently taking it seriously. So yeah, that's when I'd say I started treating it as a job.
Yeah, I definitely want to talk about that video in detail in a little bit. So prior to that, you were uploading. Did you have any specific topic you were focusing on, and what was your upload schedule prior to that crazy viral video?
I kind of did a little bit of everything. It took me a while to find like a sort of niche. I did a bit of fashion style. I did, hauls were a big thing like back in the day. I did a lot about nails. I kind of did whatever interested in me, whatever I watched other people do and I was inspired by, I would kind of do that. But it would never be really, I'd never had an upload schedule. It would just be like random. I didn't really know how to optimize my channel and how to treat it as a business. I mean, I was so young, but so I did a little bit of everything really.
Yeah. So when you uploaded that video, okay, how about before we talk about that one video, you were in university, you had done YouTube prior to that. Was there anything in the back of your mind telling you that you saw YouTube as a career, or were you looking at it as a hobby?
I kind of saw it as a career because I was earning a little bit of money from it, like every month, but it was minuscule. It was like pocket money. So it wasn't really enough to like call it my job. It was kind of just like a side hustle, and it was kind of a cool thing that I had to tell people about. But no, I wouldn't say I really treated it as a job because looking back, like I just didn't know how to do business. But so yeah, it's only in the past year I've really been trying to like actually treat it seriously.
Wow. And so what were you going to school for?
Acting. I did 3 years at university to study acting, which actually helped a lot with my confidence and to like find myself and to have like presence in front of the camera, and also like even doing recordings and stuff like that. So that really helped.
I do think the acting classes, and I have a background in acting as well, Meisner technique and all that. I do think it really helps.
Oh, great.
With YouTube,
yeah,
for
definitely.
Sure. So were you going to school thinking you were going to be an actor or go into acting or theater or something?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's not always interested me. It only started interesting me when I was about 17 or 18, so quite late, because obviously I was quite shy before, and I kind of just came out of my shell all of a sudden in my late teenagehood. But yeah, I kind of just really, it was the only thing I enjoyed, so I just thought maybe I should pursue it. It's one of those things that is so hard to get into. Like the competition is crazy. Insane. So not only 1% of people really make it. But I would, even like if I don't end up going anywhere with it, I would never trade those years I had for the world. Like the experience, like everything it gave me was priceless, and the friends I made through the course as well. But I do have an acting agent. I graduated with a first class honours. So I did really, really well. And I tried so hard at it. Obviously, then COVID happened and the whole industry kind of shut down. And so everything really slowed down. But it's kind of starting to pick up again. So I'm doing like a little student project next week. So it's like a little student film. So yeah, bits and bobs I'm still kind of pursuing, but mainly YouTube at the moment.
You're not still in school now, right? Yeah, you said you graduated.
No, graduated last year. Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, and that's what's incredible about YouTube is that you have this YouTube channel, which now is full time. So let's talk about that viral video. So what was happening in that moment when you created that video? Let's talk about like the video, the process for you, the idea.
It was so strange because it was one random night that I suddenly had this strange like flash of inspiration. I can't quite remember my thought process, but I just remember thinking I need to tell my whole hair journey story, because before I kind of became known on YouTube, I was still kind of bumbling along with like monthly hair videos. This was like a long time ago when I was like 18. And they never, I've actually deleted them now, so you can't even watch them because they were so cringe. But so I just decided I needed to tell that whole story. So it was one night, and I thought it was so strange, but I was like, I need to script this out. And I'd never like scripted my videos before, but I felt like I need to script this out, and I suddenly just knew exactly how I needed to write it, and it was so strange. It just came to me. I went outside on my balcony with my laptop. It was nighttime, and I just remember writing my whole story. I think I wrote it all in one evening, and then just came back and edited it a little bit here and there. And then I spent like a week, just like hours and hours on end, editing this video, gathering the footage. It took forever, and it was a completely new editing style that I'd never tried, but for some reason I just felt like it was it was just very strange. And obviously after that, now that's become my editing style that I'm slowly becoming known for, which is really strange. But yeah, that's kind of how it started. It was just from an idea, like a little bit of inspiration, and yeah, it was strange.
Yeah, so you were inspired to share your hair journey, and can you give a little bit more detail in regards to how you actually put the video together?
How I put the video together? So, well, first of all, I had to trail through years and years of footage. So I had to go like on my old laptop. I had to find all my old SD cards, all my old files, looking through my laptop to just gather. I had one file called hair journey or hair story, and I just gathered all the footage in there. It was a year's worth of footage. And then I just kind of put it all together. I recorded the script. I put it all on my timeline in my editor. And then there was like missing parts, and I felt, how can I make this a little bit more interesting? So I remember looking for like little funny GIFs and like the little funny, what they called like memes and stuff to put in, which I feel like actually really helped, because it made the video quite snappy and quite like very quick.
The pace,
and fast paced.
The pace was fast
paced. Yeah, so I think that helped get my story just across in quite a straightforward way, and I think it kept the the watch time up because it was more engaging that way. So after that type of new editing style, I kind of stuck to that for the next couple of videos after that, and they all did quite well as well. Like the next 3 videos I made after that all reached like 1 million or nearly 1 million views. So it was just crazy. But yeah, that's kind of kicked off that whole new learning curve of editing for me.
So was a voiceover?
Yeah. Because I'd recently purchased this microphone here, which is like a really decent quality one. It's in the description of all my videos if anyone's interested. But it was actually for acting, because for my dissertation I did a study on voiceover acting, so I needed the microphone to do the studying. So it's kind of had like a multi-purpose now. So now I use it for YouTube, and it's just love this microphone.
So you said it's a totally different style than you've done before. So I'm assuming the style is that voiceover style, using a ton of imagery, videos, photographs, all that.
Yeah. Just because usually I would just sit in front of the camera and just talk, which is so much easier to edit. I do like doing my sitting in front of the camera and talking every now and then. But if I want to make like a really like in detail video, like if I'm doing like a big project kind of video that's going to take a lot of research, I will usually put it in that format with like a voiceover background, because I just feel, I don't know, they just, in my experience, they tend to work better for me, and they tend to get a lot more views. I guess people more likely to share them. So yeah, it just seems to work.
Yeah. And so how long did it take you to put that video together? How many hours would you say?
Oh gosh. Many hours. I'd say like I worked on it probably for a week, maybe a week and a half, like every day. I'm going to be honest, I really hate editing. Like I find it so tedious. I would take like quite a few breaks, but yeah, many hours.
Yeah, would you say, so you said a week and a half, would you say more than 40 hours on one video?
I guess so, because it's all the writing of it, the sourcing the footage, actually sourcing like the GIFs and the memes and the little bits of in-between footage. That takes the longest time, because you've got to find it, then like put it on the video converter to download it, change the file size for each one, and it's like it's a very long tedious process. And also finding the right meme for like what humor I'm trying to put across. Like I could spend 10 minutes or like even 20 minutes looking for like one meme and like never find it, and like, but then it would come to me later. I'd think of it, I'd be like, oh yeah, that meme, oh yeah, I should use that for this joke or something. But it takes a long time to gather them.
Yeah. What are some of your favorite resources to find those types of imagery, memes, things like that? Any websites in particular?
Literally Google, or even on like Messenger, they have that little, you can press GIFs and it comes up. You can like type something in, it will come up with like funny GIFs to do with that word. Sometimes I would look on there, but honestly, Google images, I would just type in whatever emotional feeling or like funny scenario and I'll just look. And then I would use this video to GIF converter that I think I just Googled how to download a GIF, and because you have to like convert it to MP4, and then that like converts it for you, and then I'll just download them and I have a big file on my laptop just where I keep them.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, okay. So you spent you were inspired to do this video. You were inspired to kind of change it up, do this voiceover situation where you had a ton of imagery. I mean, it fit really well for those of you that are watching. I've had clips in here if you're watching on YouTube, but if you're listening, it's a hair journey video where you basically detail your hair journey for the last few years, or how many years was it?
Like 6 years.
I watched it. I found it very enjoyable, very watchable, and at this point, it's got over like 6 million something views. So, take us back to when you uploaded that video and it went live. What happened?
I think it was 12:15 p.m. on a Saturday, and I kind of uploaded it. Didn't think much of it. I kind of made a little Snapchat post about it, and then the next day, I remember waking up and looking on my phone to see how well it did, because usually my videos would get like a couple thousand views, and it had 30k views, and I literally like hit the floor, because that was a big amount for me in one day, in one night. And so 30k views, I literally fell to the ground, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Because I don't know what it was, but I kind of knew like that was a sign for me that if it had gained that much in one night, that it was going to do well. And I just kind of knew that something was going to happen with it, and it just continued to grow and grow. It was so fast. Like it hit 1 million. I can't remember how long it took to get to 1 million, but it blew my mind to think that I'd spent all these years on YouTube and never really gotten anywhere with it. And then one video could just change my life, like just change my whole YouTube career. So it's really kind of the luck of the, like, it's kind of like a gamble. It's a lot of luck involved, as many YouTubers will know. But also I feel like the effort, sometimes putting it that extra bit of effort and like changing something up and actually trying really hard does pay off. So I've learned from that.
Yeah, I would definitely say not just luck, because you put a lot of hard work into that video.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It was a little bit of luck, but it was mostly like, I've learned that, okay, if I put effort in, like actual effort, you know, something will come back from it.
How many subscribers did you have when that video went live?
I think I had 80,000, but it taken me like 6 or 7 years to get to 80,000. So like, that's a long time. Mm-hmm. And then and I reached, I can't remember how long it took, but I must have reached, I don't know. I think I gained 100,000 subscribers in like a matter of weeks or maybe a month or two. So it was just crazy, the amount that you can suddenly grow and how it can just change your financial situation, your career, your whole YouTube channel. So since then it's been good. How
did you follow up that viral video? You said you did other similar videos. Did you do it immediately right after, or what was kind of your game plan after that happened?
So after that, I thought, right, this video's done really well. So I thought, okay, I'm going to do a few more hair videos. And I guess people wanted to know what happened next. So like how I'm going to care for my hair to like change my whole hair situation. Mm-hmm. So I decided to do quite a bit of research into some like well-known methods and things like that to really like look deep into certain methods. Because a lot of people would kind of like word of mouth would go around like, this is really good for your hair. But I felt like nobody actually knew how or why. So I wanted to really look into that. And then I kind of just did them in the same style and hoped that they would kind of do well as well. And luckily they did. I used the same thumbnail format that I had used for that viral video, and I still use it today. Like I've used it for like almost every video, the same kind of thumbnail, the same font, and I've kind of got kind of style now. So yeah, I just kind of stuck to what worked, and it helped. It kind of helped spur on the next couple of videos.
So was your channel a hair channel prior to that video, that viral video?
Not really, actually. I had made a hair series before that, a really old hair series that it did fairly well, actually. I had quite a few returning viewers for that. But I wouldn't have said it was a hair channel, no. It was kind of a bit of everything. I actually had a random viral video about my nails, which is I've also deleted because it's very cringe. But I used to be able to grow my nails so long, like literally like 2 centimeters at one point. And I made a video cutting my nails, and it was just like the quickest, like no effort kind of video, and it reached, I think it has like 2 million views now.
Why'd you delete it?
Unlisted.
Why?
Well, I didn't delete. I just unlisted it. I just found it really, I don't know. I just found it a bit cringy. Like,
but it was getting you like over 2 million views?
It had, I think it had over 2 million views, yeah. But I just thought it was just terrible. I just thought it was a terrible video. It had no effort gone into it. It was just not, it wasn't really me. And it was just, my nails, they looked really creepy. Like, they were long. But like, it got me a lot of views. But I just didn't really want to be known for that. Didn't want to be known as that girl who had those really long nails and cut them off. Like, I still have a few nails videos where you can see how long my nails were.
I saw those, yeah.
I seem to have this strange gift of growing my nails very long, but yeah, it wasn't very practical in the end, so I don't actually keep them that long anymore. But yeah, so yeah, my channel was a mixture of a lot of strange things.
So did it change at all after that video went viral?
Yeah, I've now tried to stick to mainly hair care, because it is what like brings in the viewers, and it's what people want to see. Like people became really invested, and I've gotten so many lovely comments and messages of people with hair struggles and hair problems and saying how much my videos help them. So I feel like I want to keep making videos about my hair and updating my progress, because it really seems to help people and make them feel less alone about their own hair issues. So yeah, I do stick to hair, but I am trying to incorporate a little bit of other things in, because I've got so many more interests than just hair, and I kind of want to share more random stuff as well.
Yeah, so because that's the thing, sometimes when you have a video go viral, and luckily for you, it seems like something that you enjoy talking about and you have a lot to say, but sometimes you kind of get pigeonholed because the people that subscribe are now attracted to that topic. Absolutely. So then how are you maneuvering through that right now?
So I'm kind of just trying to every couple of videos I will do like something a bit different. So I did clearing out my closet video, which I enjoyed so much. I was really happy with how it turned out. It was like half an hour long, but it's just I know a lot of people like watching like organization videos, and I love them. So I kind of made one a bit like that. I love style as well, and clothes and fashion. And I like skincare. I recently made a random rollerblading vlog, just because it's something I've always wanted to learn. So I just made a video of learning to rollerblade. So I'm kind of trying to just add in little droplets of other things that will slowly kind of gear my channel into, I wouldn't say, I don't know if I'd want it to be like lots of things, because people always say you need to stick to a niche. But I don't know, I'm still kind of, I feel like my channel has always changed. Like I'm never sure what it is. Like I'm trying to take it one way then another, but yeah, I'm at the moment I'm just trying to inject in a little bit of something different, but mainly sticking to hair still.
How is your audience responding to those non-hair videos?
The comments are really lovely. They obviously don't get as many views, so like those videos which aren't about hair will not get like nearly as many views as my hair ones, and that's okay. Like I totally expect that, but it's, you know, from, I don't know, I guess it depends what your priorities are, because obviously like that if I were to make more hair videos, I know for sure like I could grow maybe quicker, but then am I being true to myself and what I don't want to limit myself ever, and I would hate to be stuck and feel stuck and like I can't get out of this hair stuff. So I think for me, like those like other little random videos, they're kind of more for me to like remember who I am and remember that I have more to me than hair.
Yeah. Okay, so we are nearing the end of the interview, and this is the hot seat round. And so these are questions that I ask everybody that's come onto the podcast. So first question is, what is your biggest struggle when it comes to your YouTube channel?
Oh, biggest struggle. Oh my goodness. Maybe editing. As I said, I find it really tedious and quite stressful at times. I think actually maybe the biggest struggle is the pressure, because once you've like made something that's done quite well, you feel this overwhelming pressure that you need to keep it up, and that's the downside that comes to any kind of success. So I'd say probably the pressure.
So how have you been kind of navigating that?
I think I have to continually try to remind myself that my channel is my own channel and I can post whatever I want. And although, you know, I might feel like I need to keep up to a certain, I don't know, like a perception that people have of me, or like a certain standard, I just need to remember that it's always going to be okay. Like I can always create what I want, and have faith that it doesn't matter. Like if you don't worry too much about something and you just put your ease and calmness and relaxation into it. I don't know if what I'm saying makes any sense, but I find just you've got to kind of forget about things, and then just if you trust that they'll do well, then they'll do well. And if you try to enjoy it more, then it's more likely to like go smoothly. So
yeah. I just thought of like another question related to that, the viral video. So
yeah.
did you upload it having a feeling that it would do well?
Strangely enough, I did have a funny feeling about it because it was so different from what I'd made before. Like, it was a completely different format of video that I'd ever done. I never even really did voiceovers. And I don't think I'd ever even used like my microphone before. Like, having a good quality microphone really makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I kind of had a feeling it would do better than the rest of my videos, but I had no idea it would be where it is now. But I'm glad it was that video because, like I said, there was other videos that went viral that were like just terrible. And it's like sometimes the stupidest videos go viral, but I'm glad that one that I actually like had like a good story to tell. I don't know if it was good, but it was, to me, it meant something. So yeah, I'm glad.
So you said it was a pivotal moment for you and your channel. So what did you change at that point with, in your life or even how you approach your YouTube channel?
Well, I'll be completely honest, like financially, that video brought I think like the biggest paycheck I ever got from YouTube, I'll be very open here, it was £5,000, which is a lot of money to earn in 1 month. Mm-hmm. It's never gone as high as that since then, but that was literally from that video, and that just completely changed the way I look at YouTube. I was like, you can earn £5,000 in a month from a good video. Like, that it just blew my mind. Mm-hmm. So since seeing that figure go into my bank account, I just thought, this is something I could, if you actually try, you can really get somewhere with this. So so that's kind of what changed my perception of YouTube as a career rather than a hobby. Yeah.
And so that's your career. Yeah. It's your career now.
Yeah, at the moment. Yeah. I'm doing it full time. I'm treating it as I applied to be self-employed, so I'm doing like business taxes and getting my head around taxes and stuff like that, and just trying to learn about how to treat it more as a business, because I just didn't know anything about how to treat it as a business, to be honest. But I've had to teach myself, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody on YouTube learns themselves through experience and through doing it. Definitely. It's the best way to learn.
What is the favorite video that you've ever done on your channel?
My favorite video, I think it's my 22 things I learned in 22 years. It's only got like 6,000 views. But that video, I remember the day I filmed it, I decided just to film it when I woke up. And as I progressed along the video, I found myself getting happier and happier. And I just remember that day being a really great day after I made it. And so that's my favorite video, I think, just because I felt really happy filming it.
Oh, were you disappointed that it didn't do better, or were you just like, it's fine?
I don't know. I thought about like re-uploading it, maybe with like a better thumbnail or like more like an intro to it, like explaining. I don't know. I might try and do something with it to like give it a bit more exposure, or even like talking about it here. I hope people will go and watch it, because like I think it's like a good video.
We'll like link it in the description.
Thank you. I feel like I was one of my truest forms of myself in that video. So yeah, awesome. Yeah, I try to share it in like other bits of social media as well. But yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so what is the biggest opportunity you got as a result of your YouTube channel?
Opportunity? Being on your podcast. That's one of like, honestly, when I got your email, I was like, oh my God, like this is amazing. Things like that, like just other people wanting to like collaborate or hear what I have to say, or like people have asked me to like give them advice for like articles that they're writing for university or stuff like that, or like help them with like a paper they're writing. Also like sponsorships as well, some really like good quality sponsorships, like because a lot of the time when you're a smaller YouTuber, you really get taken advantage of by these like strange companies that want to send you free stuff and stuff like that. But I worked with Squarespace recently, who I think are brilliant, and I made a website with them, and yeah, that was great to do a campaign for them. So that was another great opportunity I had. Yeah,
that's awesome. Awesome. That's great. What is your superpower that you believe has led to your success on YouTube?
Superpower, I'd say it kind of comes down to acting on ideas and inspiration. When you get kind of like a gut feeling that you should do something, or you get that inspiration, like you'll know, because it's like a kind of, there's this book called Big Magic that kind of explains about inspiration and ideas. I don't know if anyone's read it or listened to it on audio.
Yeah.
But yeah, that explains like how to like acting on ideas and how magical it can be. So I think that was it, just acting on ideas when you have the feeling inside that it's going to do well.
Yeah,
even
I
if
believe
it
that
doesn't,
too.
like, good too.
I really believe that I've actually never read that book, but I'm familiar with it. Isn't it the same woman that wrote Eat, Pray, Love?
Yes, it is the same woman. She has an amazing voice. I'd recommend listening to it on like Audible or audio books or whatever, because it's a really good one.
It's on my list. I've had several people mention it, especially as for creatives, people that are creating content and things like that.
Yeah, for creatives, absolutely. Yeah.
But okay, so next question is, you might have already answered it, but I don't know if there's any other ones. But any video that you were particularly excited about, or one that you worked really, really hard at that just didn't do well?
Maybe my rollerblading one, actually. It's not, I mean, I guess it's done well. I think it's currently got about 30,000 views, but I posted it about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So like usually my videos will do a lot better than that. I did put a lot of effort into that video, and I was very pleased with how it came out. And I kind of knew it wouldn't do as well, but I don't really mind. Like, I've got so many lovely comments on it, and like people who are really like enthusiastic and inspired by it. So yeah, I'd probably say that one is my most recent one. But it's okay. Some videos work, some don't. Like you have your time and things come to you, and I don't know. It's just
yeah, and like you said, it's we mentioned earlier, it falls a little bit outside of your niche, and a lot of times those videos, once you've built an audience that's centered around a certain topic, I think it is important to do those videos because, like you said, you want to be able to express different areas of yourself, but sometimes it just won't do well. Yeah,
but it's okay. Oh, bless you.
Yeah, I turned the microphone off. I just sneezed for those of you listening. So, okay, so if you were to start over right now, what would you do differently?
Honestly, I don't know, because I started like so long ago. I'd probably actually, to be honest, I would have acted on my ideas sooner, because I remember when I started having so many good ideas, but thinking I wasn't really good enough to do them, or like thinking I wasn't ready to make a certain video. Like I had so many ideas, but I would think, it needs to be done really well, so I shouldn't do it yet. But I feel like sometimes you should just do it anyway, even if you don't have the best tools. Like just do it anyway, because if I had acted on some of the ideas I had, I think I might have, I don't know, I just think I might have had a more rounded experience on YouTube, with just because I have so many not regrets, but I guess I just regret not making some of the videos that I wanted to back when I was young. But
that's a good lesson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Acting on your ideas. Okay, last question. What is the number one piece of advice that you would give somebody who is either just starting on YouTube, or maybe they're struggling with growing their channel?
My advice would be invest in good equipment. For example, I remember hearing somewhere that if your sound is really good, it doesn't matter so much about the quality of visually, but sometimes if your sound is really good, people are more likely to continue listening, because if sound is really bad, people are less likely to listen. So that's one of the reasons I was really enthusiastic about my microphone. And cameras are all, I don't know. I think some of the best ones are a bit overrated, but it doesn't always matter if you don't have the best equipment, but invest in it because eventually you will need it. And to keep up with everyone else on YouTube, people have the best equipment, and I feel like you just need to make sure you put quality into your videos. By trying to keep your quality consistent, I feel like that is what helped me, at least in my own experience.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, Isabella, thank you so much for sharing your journey on YouTube. And for people that are not familiar with you and your channel, where can they find you?
You can find me on YouTube, Isabella Demarko. I have an Instagram, I have Snapchat. I don't have Facebook anymore, I deleted that. Trying to sort of cleanse my social medias and just keep the ones that I use the most. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it, I think. I have a Twitter for my acting, and I have an acting website. But you can find all of those in the description of my videos. I have everything linked.
Awesome. Well, we will link the channel in the description below, and some of those videos we mentioned.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for being on the podcast.
You're welcome. It was great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great
Bye.
experience. I've never been on a podcast before.
Yay. All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.